we'll have Nili and Jordan in blue and green on the left side, and Britons and Teutons versus Burgundians and Mayans in red and yellow for ACCM and Saymyname. What do you think about these civs?
Well, when you see Burgundians, you feel like, okay, something has changed. But this is the magic of the two pools tournament, right? Like, we're gonna see some combinations that are different. And in theory, I prefer Britons and Teutons, right? But Mayans are so powerful. And honestly, the communication here is really crucial, Lidakor. I don't know what you think. And the coordination. So it's more about the decisions, the timings they get in these archers and scouts, might be.
Yeah, indeed. Now, Teutons should be the favored civ over Burgundians. Mayans versus Britons could be even, but before we even go very deep into that, there is Saymyname with a forward eagle, so he might be looking for an elephant to lame.
Yeah, let's see if he's gonna make it. And
he steals one sheep, but he misses out on the elephant by a single tile. That's very unlucky for him because that's actually an easy elephant to lame. He also lamed another goat on the left side.
Yeah, well, I have seen that the lame is not being that huge impact because those elephants are 400 foot, you know, like and the ostrich zebras. If you keep the scout, they are not too far from the TC, so sometimes the player that is laming is even getting more disadvantage.
That is definitely a possibility because it might be better to just push in 4 ostriches. Then walk all the way to the opponent's TC, bring the elephant away, especially if you fail with the lame. I think it's more about the risk. If you fail with the lame, you will end up having nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if it's really worth it lame anymore. What I dislike a lot for Nili is that berries. Look at that berries where he's taking out the elephant. In top of that hill, in front, you know, quite open. And if the other player... Well, he's coming aggressive. Saymyname with the Mayans there. Imagine with a Drash there and deny the berries there. It can be terrible for him.
Yeah, indeed, that is a very, very bad patch of berries. His gold isn't amazing either, and Nili's gonna go for a perennial Drush here. Other side, Saymyname apparently is just going for a standard opening with mills. He did not find 2 of his goats just yet. And we'll have an interesting back voling for ACCM. I'm not sure why he's voling the back of his base first.
Yeah, well, I don't know either, but I wanted to talk to you. What do you think? Why Jordan is going always with the scouts and Nili with the archers? Like, I feel that Jordan is a faster player to also have I mean, I consider Nili a better macro player, but then he's going for the civilization that require more micro. And it's easier to have a better macro with the cavalry civ than with the archers. So I never understood why is not Jordan going with the archer civ and then Nili with the cavalry. I think it would be probably stronger for them.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I think some of it could be that maybe Nili feels better playing archers. Sometimes it could be down to that, but indeed, as you said, player skill-wise, it could make sense, especially if you consider that Jordan is probably the stronger of the 2 players. So it helps a little bit. Like, when you are the weaker player, it could help that you are the cavalry player because, you know, you can run back to your base to help out if you get attacked a lot easier than in the case of archers. So, indeed, I could see Nili being the cavalry player more, but maybe he feels more confident playing archers.
Yeah, no, that's personal. Or he thinks that Jordan, well, they know better. I'm just wondering because I feel like according to their skills, their gameplay, I think it will be better. Anyway, Saymyname is doing some bad economy there, some multitasking with the ship outside of the TC, starting to wall everything, and the militias are joining now. Saymyname militias as well. Okay, he has to be careful. There's 2 militias, 1 militia. Not gonna make too much damage there, but it feels that they are going to go for the fast castle because Nili is starting to wall massively all his base.
Yeah, Nili is gonna go for some heavy walls here, and with Britons, the faster working gatherers from sheep, it is definitely possible to go for a Drush FC. And it looks like Saymyname is sending villagers to kill the huntables before the green militias kill them. That's a villager killed, though, by Nili. And that actually is a good start for him. Now, however, takes a bad fight against the militias.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy because I don't know why Saymyname with those 2 villages with the Zebra didn't use it. He could kill more of those. Anyway, Mayans has 1 village more, so it shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, 23 villages for both. Now 24 a little bit, but Nili with a smooth gameplay right now. Jordan already in few villages will go for a scout. People was telling like, well, in Arabia, it's true that it's become a little bit repetitive, scout and archers, but Lidacor, what else to do? I mean, you have to go the best units, and the best units in feudal is scouts and archers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's same thing, let's say team games. Team games is a bit repetitive because it's always pocket going cavalry and flanks going archers, so, like, obviously, there is somewhat limited options in this game, especially with infantry not being a super viable unit nowadays. So it is archer cavalry in 2v2 all the time.
Yeah, we need to see now if it's gonna be feudal or they're gonna go for the fast castle. Honestly, this another village down probably for Saymyname. Nearly on point. He's gonna take the second village. I don't know if he's gonna be able to save. We're gonna see some Viper move here. He should kill it. He should kill that villager. I think he's gonna save it at the end.
Yeah, it looks like that villager will survive. But still, this is the type of start that Nili wants to have. Like, as you said, late game should be favoring Nili, and his early game is the bigger problem. So if he can secure a nice little advantage like this in early game, that's an excellent start for him.
Okay, well, I'm checking now the scout war in the north. You can see how Jordan has 3 scouts, and ACCM is also adding 1 spear in that situation. Obviously, in this matchup, Teutons should be better, at least in the early game. Well, or in general, it's true that they don't have husbandry, but with the farm bonus,
Nili with the masterpiece. Nili traps the scout of yellow.
Ah, there you go.
Nili masterpiecing the scout of Saymyname here.
But playing a little bit sloppy Saymyname, right? Like losing that villager, then, well, a bit sloppy because to get this is because that eagle was there idle for quite some time. But then you wonder here, at this point, the eagle, he deleted, and now, well, that villager, he's losing 1 villager here. Now he's fine. Okay, doing a good job. He just escaped, but the eagle is going to nowhere. He's inside on his base.
Yeah, that eagle won't be doing that much of a damage, although what it could do is delay revooling because Saymyname scouts are lurking around the base of Nili as well. And obviously, as long as the walls are holding, he's fine, but if those scouts... Oh no, Nili...
Oh my god! The whole Lidacor! What's going on? Whole, man! I mean, was playing smooth till now, and that's a problem because the militia is gonna be down, and in these kind of situations is where Nili usually suffered more. And this is really, really bad because if you want to have a smooth transition to Castle Age, this is exactly what you have to avoid, Mr. Lidacor.
Absolutely. And his food count is looking pretty bad now because he had to run off the berries. Luckily, his quick walls are fine, but the militias are now inside as well, and the militias will just kill the early spearman as well from Nili if he goes for any. Jordan coming in here to help with the scouts. Like, yeah. Nili is not in a very, very bad spot, but his castle age will be delayed quite heavily.
Well, but the problem is not that he's losing village. It's a lot of idle time, idle economy, and the most important is that now you give an advantage to the Mayans that you don't want to give, you know, because he's now on the way to Castle Age while Nili is still not click up yet, and quite a lot of idle time.
Yeah, that's a very huge amount of idle time. They will clean this one up eventually, but just this few seconds is going to delay this one so badly. Jordan brings in a spearman that is being chased by a lion as well.
Yeah, I'm just checking out how is the economy. You can see how Jordan's smooth economy is. He's on the way to Castle Age, while Red, it's still not close to go up. He's sit down on 500 food, 150 gold, and will click up Castle. He has the market, but the timing here for Jordan is very, very solid. And now Nili is gonna lose a villager. No, he saved it. No, but the eagle is there. Oh, he lost it at the end.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy because that villager could have survived. Still, I think at this point, Nili did take some damage, but there's a big difference between Jordan and ACCM here. And the Teutons with the strong farming eco, cheaper farms, the extra armor on those knights, they should be much, much better than Burgundians here.
Well,
Although there's Bosa already for a red player, so
yeah,
ACCM is using that Burgundian bonus nicely. Even heavy blow
exactly.
now.
Yeah, that's amazing, honestly. And he did the Boso, and is not that behind. And yeah, the advantage will be there till Burgundian is doing the Cavalier upgrade. Because the Cavalier upgrade, it will get the Knights with the, well, since they don't have Bloodlines, it will be the same Knights. But the good thing with the Cavalier is the attack they get, you know? So, I don't know, it's really important. Anyway, I don't know if you have noticed that usually the teams that are getting the Archer guy with the advantage are winning the games most of the times.
Yeah, exactly. Like, archers seem to be more important than the cavalry, although it depends on a lot of things, but especially like mid-game, like this castle age, crossbows numbers seem to be more important than cavalry numbers. Nili is gonna go for crossbow. He had to delay fletching, like he doesn't have Bodkin right now. Goes for university and ballistics fast. For now, he's okay, and Jordan is gonna go for knights and double TCs.
Yeah, well, he's there already, but look at the time. Look at these seconds, what he's doing on Nili's economy, Lidakor. Like, he has all the time. I'm checking now on Capture Age to see Nili's has 17 minutes idle economy. If you check in that panel, Lidakor, it's a lot.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not crucial. It's not gonna make that he's gonna lose the game, but he's adding more and more all the time, and it's a real problem.
But here's the deal. Now, Saymyname's crossbows are kind of out in the open, and losing 5, 6, 7 crossbows like that would hurt quite badly for Saymyname. 3 TCs for both cavalry players, but I think Nili has to play aggressive here with the faster working ranges of Britons and potentially the eco deficit, as you said.
Yeah, well, he's losing those crossbows. Then the numbers is more or less the same in total. I like the capture rates because I just checked the total numbers. 3 TCs for both cavalry sieves, and yeah, I think Saymyname could have got more advantage, but he didn't get it. And now we have to remember that the Mayans are cheaper, Lidakor, but Britain's archers with that range, be careful, man.
Yeah, it is very tricky. Like, Mayans will have a lot of archers on the field, like 50, 60. We sometimes see like 80 crossbows on the field with numbering, but the Britons will have the range advantage.
Yeah, and look at the wood now. Look at the wood now for Saymyname if he don't pay attention. I'm gonna focus there because look at this. He's coming with the knights, also the crossbows. The crows are behind that forest, and now he's doing ballistic as well. If he don't react fast, he's gonna lose all the advantage he got. He react more or less fast and didn't lose anything, but now they are attacking. So he's recovering some of this idle time, Nili.
Absolutely. Cavalier on the way for ACCM, but still, there is idle time for Saymyname's eco, and Nili is going to have ballistics, whereas Saymyname has a university, but no ballistics queued up just yet.
No ballistic, but Cavalier being there. Cavalier almost there in 45 seconds. He need to wait to the upgrades. I don't get why the player is going to get this. Ooh, because Yellow got a lot of archers there. This is a good battle for Vietnam for sure, because they are a little bit far out of position, Nili's archers.
Yeah, indeed they are, and Jordan kind of lets Nili die there, because that will be all the Nili crossbows that will be going down here. Also, Nili's wood line is getting pushed when he's distracted. 2 crossbows killing villagers.
Yeah, he did not. He lost a lot, man. This is the multitasking that is a problem, man. This is why what I was telling you in the start, Lidakor. I really think that multitasking it's much more needed for archer sieves. That was I was wondering that why the archers are for Nili and the knights for Jordan. Yeah, because this is a big problem, and now Nili has 39 villages, but the biggest problem is 9 military, 9 archers, while 25 for Yellow. So now, how do you come back from this?
Yeah, it's very, very rough. Nili is 3 ranges crossbows, but they need to play a lot more defensive now. Otherwise, they won't be able to recover their archer numbers. Nili's gonna go for +2 defense as well. He needs to sit behind his walls and try to pick them off from a distance, but it looks like they will try to sandwich them in between the buildings and their army.
Yeah, big problems here. Well, he got Cavaliers. Those Cavaliers that we were talking is 12 attack now, so it's 2 attack more than the Knights. Of course, now with the same HP that those Knights, but the armor still gives some advantage to Jordan. Still have So many archers, Lidakor. So many archers. And because he has not all the archers in that position, but when he's arriving with all them, what Nili can do. Really big problems.
Yeah, Nili also lost some more villagers on the gold mine, so Nili lost 5 vills in this game, although he killed 3, so the ecos are still fairly even. Oh no, there was no bloodlines for Jordan's knights the whole time?
No, he's doing now.
Oh,
Yeah. He's doing now.
That's a very late bloodlines.
Yeah, it's true that if you remember, Jordan is not taking really big battles. Like almost all the action is happening with the archers. So now he's gonna go and 20 military. It's a lot of knights, but it's so difficult. I mean, it's really, really difficult because Nili is so behind in military, and the biggest problem also that he's behind also in economy, 2 tons, and the Mayans' military numbers will just increase from here.
Yeah, and Mayans can always go for this 2 TC, like 70 villagers Imperial. That is so devastating because they just don't need to spend a lot of food. So if, say, my name is like 20 vills on food, he will think about Imperial Age in a couple of minutes.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen in this battle. I like that Nili is keeping some small hill. If you notice, there is some small hill, but still 18 army, 27 villas is still increasing. Military numbers, more for Jordan, 24. He's doing a lot of knights. If they get some good battle with those Teuton's knights, be careful. They have to be careful. They can't really overconfident for a single second here, Lidakor. Those knights are
absolutely.
tanky.
And Nili is doing a very good job microing those crossbows. He's using the range advantage very well, which is hard because this is a European team versus a Vietnamese team, so the ping is pretty high. So it's not easy to use that range advantage when there is quite a lot of lag. And this is the time of the fight that we're going to look at, I believe.
Yeah, this is a good battle. This might be a good battle for them. And we forgot to mention that Britons also work faster those archery range and then can catch up the number. I think he got 3 archery ranges. And now look at the battle here. Who's taking this battle? The Cavaliers or the Teuton's Knights, Lidakor?
I think this is going to be just an even trade of armies at the end.
Well, the Cavalier seems to be dominating, but also Nili dominating with those archers. And at the end, man, those Cavaliers. He's lonely now and is still doing the job with those crazy Cavaliers, man. He's lonely now and is still holding the position.
Yeah, the Cavaliers, by default, are slightly better than Teuton Knights. But, as I said, this is more like just a trade of armies here. It's not like anyone is winning big here.
Well, for me, Saymyname did a domination. Why? Because he was for a long time without any archer as a backup. Now, archers from the Mayans, and he is still there, keeping the position and going forward. Look at the score. That's why the score is being like this, because he got a lot more kills.
Nili is now playing on 3 TCs, so he actually wants to get a better boom going. Jordan adding TC number 4, so is ACCM. But I think the real scary part is look at Saymayname's resources. It is just Mayans.
Oh my god. Mayans economy, man. He's about to go up to him, but this happened a lot with the Mayans. I mean, and when this happened, you see what we were talking a few minutes ago, Lidakor. The one with the archer Sifi in the advantage is just doing the domination. And now, with 21 army, Nili, yes, the same or even more than Saymyname, but Saymyname is on the way to Imperial. How you can hold against Arbalest, and don't forget, yeah, no bloodlines, but still Cavaliers. And he got the same army than Jordan. Jordan, literally the same population as ACCM.
Indeed, big fight coming up here. This could be good for Gia because they have the hill. Nili's not focusing the archer, so technically this is... He's not using the hill advantage right now, and as you said, it's Cavalier. And those Cavaliers seem to be...
Man. Wow.
Yeah, this is looking really good now for Vietnam because Saymyname is not going to lose his army, and he's gonna have Arbalest in 2 minutes.
Yeah, the Burgundians seems to be better than we expected, or what? Well, obviously, it's a cavalry sieve. If you go with the Cavaliers and you have a smooth economy like he has, because he got to great economy, look at this. On the way to Imperial as well, faster than Jordan, not by far, but on the way to Imp. The biggest problem is that now it's gonna be Arbalest, and don't forget, guys, with Thambrin, Lidakor, while Britons don't have the Thambrin.
Yeah, and more importantly, ACCM is also on the way to Imp, so... While Jordan is imping himself, and Jordan could say, okay, I will have Cavalier and then Paladin, and he's going to have 1 extra armor on those Cavalier when he reaches Imp, but it's going to be 2 Imperial Age players versus only 1.
Yeah, and also how cheap is the Paladins from Burgundians. Anyway, they are doing some good pressure, and where is now ACCM? ACCM is not going. He's letting him a little bit lonely and forcing him to be with some idle economy. Nice and crowded, but they are not going into that because remember that it can be a trap, so they don't want to take the risk. Going up, now, no. It's still going back, okay, and there is a lot of Cavaliers. It's so difficult to come back with this timing. Yeah. I know that Nili is about to click up to Imperial Age, but it's gonna be like 2-3 minutes with the players. What? He's doing the caravan already. He's preparing the trade, Jordan. He's a little bit too early.
This is something that Gamer Legion A did a lot, like Viper Taro basically started adding trade when they click up to him. One of the nice advantages for Nili, as he's going to get surrounded by Cavaliers, could have been... Oh boy, that's a disaster.
Oof. Sorry that I interrupt you, man, but look at those archers. Well, look at those archers. Where is the archers, Lidakor?
They're lying dead on the battlefield. I was about to say that one thing that Britons have is the extra range, so it would be 8-range crossbows versus 8-range ARPs, so they can technically micro a little bit against the ARPs to slow them down, but there is no more crossbows now for Nili.
Yeah, 17 army, 33 Cavaliers, 43 Arbalest already, 43 Arbalest. So if now they get the engagement, and the problem is clear, like the timing with this Burgundian is that he's gonna have Cavaliers +4, but he's doing already the Paladin upgrade. So this is almost impossible. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it's tricky, but because the Paladin takes quite a lot of time to get to, and when Jordan gets to Cavalier, he's gonna have a lot of armor on those Cavalier because of Teutons. So this is very tricky. I would also think that Vietnam has the advantage, especially because of the archer numbers, but this could be tricky cavalry-wise.
Yeah, but probably for Jordan is that he has no goal. I'm checking 1,400 foot, no goal, 0. Also, he got denied that goal. He's getting inside. He has to be careful, Red, because there is a lot of archers from Nili coming again. Well, 27, 54 is ready now, and that's
Jordan
the problem. They are
now
on Jordan economy. He has to fight or he's bye-bye, Red Lidakor.
Yeah, this is the fight he has to take. He has the advantage, 7 melee armor against only 5 on those Cavalier. This is the fight he needs to take.
Yeah, but there is archers. There is archers from yellow while Nili is not there. And that's the problem. You can see how even like that is working okay for Jordan. He needs those 10 seconds when he's gonna be the Paladins. But Jordan, those Teutons Cavaliers are doing amazingly well, but he's Arbalest as well, and now Paladins.
Yeah, it's now Paladins. And look at the castle drop from Saymyname. Like, Nili is getting Arbs less out, but it is 20 Arbs against 60, and ACCM yoinking a relic from the left side of the map. So...
yeah, the castle on his face. Also, look at those Arbalest. Then, also pushing all the economy, taking the TC. This is looking over 25 army in total for Gamer Legion. 110 for Vietnam. Is the game number 1 going to be for Vietnam Legends?
Yeah, it looks very much like it, and indeed, GL calls the GG here. So, where do you think it went wrong for GL?
Well, the whole for Nili. It was a snowball game. I mean, if you think about that, the game was very, very, very close, but from there, they couldn't really recover. There was a moment that was looking like they could come back, but he was still behind somehow. And when he came with the Knights ACCM and the Cavaliers dominated, he was always behind with the economy. Just look, 72 villas, Nili, and 94 for Saymyname. And Nili didn't got like rate for a long time. So these games... since he's so close, Lidakor, I don't know what you think. One small mistake, a snowball in a way that you can't come back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with that, we will have game number 1 in the hands of Vietnam. And we are going to the home map of Gamer Legion, which surprisingly is not Team Islands. I think they always played Team Islands so far in every set that they... The left side with Celts and Chinese. Right side is Nili and Jordan with Slavs and Spanish. Which of these do you prefer here?
Poof. Poof. Hard to say, honestly. Because for me, the Celts are one of the strongest one. But the Conks and the late game with the Slavs and Spanish can be very dangerous. Also, Spanish got the mobility, while the Chukunos, even if they are great, they don't have the mobility. So I will go for Slavs and Spanish.
Interesting, because I was about to say that the thing that with Slavs and Spanish is that they are mismatched. So both of them are like cavalry sim. Obviously, with Slavs, you'll probably play something like Hub and Onager or Hub and Ram. But the same thing applies to Celts. But I see a little bit more versatility in like very late game in Celts than I see with Slavs. So I actually think that Celts and Chinese might be slightly better, but you're probably right about the fact that this is a fairly close matchup.
Yeah, but the point here is for the late game. Probably, if this is a fast game, I prefer Celts and Chinese too. They seem more stronger. Also, China economy with the bonus that you give, Celts economy, Slavs farming, don't forget about that, Lidacor. But do you really think that with these players, with these teams, it's gonna be a fast game? Or he's gonna go for a late game? Because if he's going for a late game, Spanish trade, Bombard Towers, well, Bombard Towers are well for China. I don't know, it's tricky. It can be a very, very nice game, honestly.
Yeah, it can be, and I like that Gamer Legion went for this map as their home map, because like Nili's castle spawn here is actually very bad with that gold mine. That's a super ugly gold mine. So,
oh yeah, well, really protected, but well, it's okay, you know. He can make a TC also there later as well.
It's more about the villager bumping that could be a bit of a problem, but yeah, it's not really about. It's definitely very safe, that's for sure. It's more about the bumping of the villagers. So yeah, I think that I like that Game Legion chose this map because we talked about the fact that late game we probably prefer this team, but early game should be something that Saymyname and ACCM has an advantage in.
Except if Jordan, for example, tried to make some aggression with the Kongs. I would like to see Kongs going aggressive here, because since there's no towers, you could try to go raid, and if you disturb the economy with the Kongs, Slavs, Nili should be really quick here with the farm bonus. Should be really, really strong. So, well, I don't know, man. It should be amazing, really.
I think Doubt and Slam had a strategy on one of their previous sets here, where they actually went for an aggressive play, like a Conquistador and even Mangonel push, because there is no defensive towers, so you can get through these walls easily and do a lot of damage. That could be something, as you said, like Jordan going for an aggressive Conquistador siege play, and then Nili just booming behind and then going for a siege ram approach.
Yeah, well, let's see. I mean, as I said, it's hard to say about the civilizations. Really, the execution here must be really good for both teams. Because, I mean, it can be a snowball again, you know? And I don't know. For now, we know that this Rayside Fortress is a slow map in quotes. I say in quotes because it's going to be Castle Integration or Imperial, but it's gonna be fast because just look at the population already. Very strong because you start with double the population, you have the farms, and they are already up. So yeah, we will get into Castells very fast.
Indeed, we'll have Market Blacksmith here for Jordan, so it's very possible that he will just play Conquistadors because he's not mining stone for an additional TC. And everybody else is already going into Castle Age. Vietnam actually having slightly better Castle Age times.
Yeah, it's amazing times, actually. Look how fast it is. But still, the economy they have, Lidacor, with Celts and China is great. I mean, one has the wood, and also combined with the farm bonus from China. So it's an amazing combination in terms of the economy.
It is. The Chinese team bonus is very, very good overall. One of the reasons why we always see Chinese a very early pick in 2v2s.
Yeah, China is fantastic. Well, we see it's lower up, but shouldn't be a big difference. We see how 21 villages for ACCM. I mean, it's quite fast, but why is 3 villages behind than yellow? Well, because it's China, sorry.
Chinese.
Yeah, because it's Chinese, okay. My bad. Okay. I forgot, man. I was like, okay, Titanic. I want to see Titanics, man. Titanics are good for the viewers, Lidacor. Come on. Titanic.
We had a Titanic in the previous game, but I'm fairly certain that Nili didn't like that.
Yeah, but well, you know, it happens. But let's see if it's gonna happen now. I don't think that we will see Titanics in this game. Like, it's gonna go probably 2 extra TCs both players. I don't know how fast they will go for the relics. If we check the relics and barely fair distributed, you can see 1 relic behind Saymyname, another relic behind ACCM. Then we see 1 in the middle, and other 1 close to Jordan, another for Nili. So it's pretty cool distribution.
Yeah, I think it's slightly better for ACCM and Saymyname because they have an easier time stealing relics from next to Nili and Jordan base. It looks very hard for Nili and Jordan to steal the relics that are behind the Vietnamese players, but it looks like we'll just have an eco-heavy approach here first. As 4 ETCs for Nili, Jordan is making conks, but will be still playing 2 TCs.
Well, he needs economy. He can't really go too behind. We see a monastery already for ACCM, so he's gonna have monks. He's facing the conks, so it makes sense also to go early monastery if he wants to convert and also to take the relics. But probably he's doing the monastery. It used to be a little bit safer because you never know if there is gonna be some petard and then surprise, you are at home with the conks and they kill the village super fast.
Exactly, and I guess the same is the plan for Saymyname because he's making a lot of Chukonus. So he might be focusing on defense as well.
Yeah, good thing with the Chukunus, Lidakor, is that... Yeah.
Jordan actually is queuing up petards, so...
Yeah, expect it. Can't expect it. Yeah, but honestly, with the TCs that he's doing now in CCM, he probably is not going to achieve a lot. But I really think that the goal here should be disturb ACCM, make the Celts slower, and if you get the siege civilization slowed down, and then the Slavs can dominate, it's a good strategy in my opinion.
Yeah, it could work. It could definitely work, because there will be Chukonus being sent out by Saymyname. Nili will actually see those, I believe. But I don't see petards for Saymyname, so those Chukonus won't do much, and Jordan could definitely do some harassment on the wood line, deny some farms, especially because ACCM doesn't have a monk back at home.
And not only that, no loom. No loom for him. He need to make the loom already. The petards, he can see now the petards coming. He can see the petards, he's gonna break the gate bye-bye, and still no loom. Come on, man, make the loom. Otherwise, we're gonna enjoy with a lot of Titanics. I mean, without the loom, those villages go down immediately.
Indeed, the Chukonus might actually come in to help, but this is exactly what you said. This just harass ACCM, make his eco weaker. It's about the idle time, delaying the Celts compared to the Slavs. Because what you want here is nearly to have a full boom and then just go for a Halberdier Onager approach, most likely against Chinese.
Honestly, I mean, remember that the Nili is the only player that is now with a free boom. Because Jordan is doing conks, Celts is getting attack. Then Chinese is with the Chukunus, you know, so he's doing army. But Nili is just fully boom. Maybe he could even go forward to the Celts, not even going for the Chinese, or even raid with Cavaliers super fast. Nili will have now a huge boom incoming.
Yeah, indeed. Right now it's 47 villagers, and Saymyname still has 45, so Nili's boom is not showing just yet, but it's also the power of Slavic farming, which is important overall.
Yeah, the timing can be crazy, absolutely. Good thing with the Chukunus, they don't cost food. So even if you are doing quite a lot, you can still have a good boom, like it's happening. It's crazy. How he has 48 villages, 15 Chukunus, and he is still with almost the same boom as Nili. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Longer lasting farms helps establish the farming eco a lot as well. It looks like Nili is already making mangonels, probably just for defense for now. But as you said, he's the only player with an untouched boom.
Well, let's see what is gonna be the next step. But I expected a little bit more damage maybe for Jordan. Well, he didn't kill anything. I mean, he's delaying, but not killing at all. So
yeah, he finally picks off a villager on the farm. That's exactly what he has to do. Just deny some farming space, but you're right. It's not like he's harassing ACCM that badly, and if you take a look at ACCM's 4 TCs, he is having a fairly decent villager production, so ACCM is on 4 TCs, Nili is only on 3, so... In fact, look at the villager count for ACCM compared to Nili.
It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. It's true that Nili has now the hand card, so he's doing all the average, while ACCM not even will barrel. That's really important. That's really, really important, you know? Hand card that early is gonna give Nili a great economy, but still, now those Chukunus with ballistic and a +1 armor as well, is gonna clean the Kongs. Vietnam is playing good.
Yeah, they're really playing good. One conversion comes in as well, and they will clean up the Kongs. And if you look at the overall eco, Vietnam actually has the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's true that I insist that the Slavs with the hand card already should be sick. I don't know why he's not going for a 4TC. I think a 4TC will be needed here, but all the Kongs are going to be bye-bye. They are trapping. And now the problem is that Jordan has 61 villages, while their opponent got already 10 villages more, and all the Kongs going to the damn hell, Mr. Lidakor. Damn.
Absolutely. I love the team wars, by the way, from Vietnam. They're slowly building those up. But this will help when you actually want to start trading. So you see that if they finish those wars, they will have 4 stone walls across the map for early trade. I think Nili wants an early imp here with those resources, though. That's why he's not going for 4 TC. Indeed, he will click up right now.
I'm not convinced about that fast. I'm not convinced about that fast Imperial, because the others will have a great economy. They have army there, and what kind of attack you want to do? Really gonna go a fast halves and rams gonna work when your opponent has a lot of Chukunus? The Chukunus will deal properly with the rams. You will need heavy siege, in my opinion. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think it has to be onagers. Rams won't do anything, because even if it's capped ram or siege ram, the Chukunus do decently against them, and then it doesn't have the eco to send like 30 rams. It's going to be like 5 rams or so at first. And the Chukunus just destroyed the forward castle for ACCM as well. Saymyname is going to go into Imperial too, though.
Yeah, I mean, with more villages than Nili, what the hell? Like, not a lot, but 4 villages more. He's gonna be up to Imp. And remember that he did Chukunus, but not only Chukunus in Lidakor. He got Botkin arrow, 1 armor, and ballistic, and is still going in a great time to Imperial Age.
Yeah, absolutely. He was 3 TCs for a little bit less time than his teammate or his opponent as well. Now Nili is on 4 TCs, but yeah, as you said, the problem is that Nili right now has 2 mangonels, and that is all. And he doesn't have a lot of time to like mass army. He would be like, he needs to move soon, and he doesn't have a single pikeman out. He doesn't have onagers, and that is very scary right now for Nili, because he's gonna be faster to Imperial, but he won't be able to use that advantage.
Oh my god, and the castle that he's planning to do. Look at the castle Saymyname is gonna make on his face pretty much, but the mangonels are coming, the Chukunus are coming as well, but if he's going now with the mangonels, oh, but he need onagers, those Chukunus might deal properly, and now he delete the castle. This is moment, he's dancing with the Kongs, and now he's forcing at least to make the castle more at the back, but I'm telling you something, Lidakor, also, ACCM, 110 villages with the Kells, already almost 25 villages more than Jordan. What the Kells can do with that huge economy advantage can dominate, man.
They can just go hub and siege, because the thing is that Spanish will struggle against hub and siege, unlike Chinese. Chinese will just eat the rams, so it could be very good hub and ram from ACCM, and he could also mix in some Void Raiders on the way to Imp. Jordan will click up soon as well, but as you said, the eco for the Vietnamese team is way better.
Yeah, it looks much better. Also, some with red. Look how ACCM is already with a siege workshop on Saymyname side, but the timing here for Nili is important, and he has already Trebuchet trying to kill the castle with a problem that he has skill advantage. That castle need to be repaired, but for now he's not reacting against that Trebuchet, and he should repair that castle.
Yeah, Nili needs to send some villagers to Jordan's base to make onagers, because otherwise Jordan will be destroyed with rams and halberdiers. But if Saymyname loses his castles, he won't have any production, because he's only Chukonu.
Why he's not repairing? I mean, repair the castle. He's not repairing?
Yeah, that's weird.
He's giving up. He's giving up and make another at the back. Maybe it's better decision, because he needs time to mass. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, there's a big Chukonu raid coming to Nili's base here. Could actually find a couple of villagers. And the big problem for GL is the hub and siege push that's being assembled on the right side already.
Oof. Yeah, with Kongs, you don't stop that, Lidakor. With Conquistadors,
Absolutely.
you don't stop that.
Spanish don't really have anything to stop that, so I think that is the best chance that they have is Nili having onagers there to help out.
Yeah, but Nili is not going. Nili is still trying to attack to Yellow, but Yellow is still in a good position. He's doing the chemistry. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bombard Towers from Saymyname. He's trying to get the inside with Trebuchet, Honor, Spikes. Well, let's see if they can disturb Saymyname here, and then Red cannot push because he want to help. I don't know. This is, for now, it looks a little bit like 2-1 versus 1, and obviously Nili army now is scary, and don't forget about the king. Imagine a snipe king. Ha!
Exactly. The king is in the castle for now, and really, this is a very, very heavily timing-based thing. So, yeah, Saymyname is pushing, although this is so tricky. I think it's going to be about who dies faster, Jordan or Saymyname, because both of their bases are under heavy pressure, but now it's going to be Halberdier and Siege Ram from ACCM as well.
Oof. Okay. Halberdiers for green, Halberdiers for red. Onagers, Trebuchet, taking map control. Nili has the advantage for sure. Red is not helping. This is why I don't understand sometimes. Well, they decide to go for 1v1 in both sides. Like you said, Red is gonna be able to push strong to Jordan. And then what is more important here? To have in province the Spanish or the Chinese? But the Chinese is gonna hold Lidakor because he has 2 castles. Now Trebuchet, look at the amount of Chukunus. Those halves are going to die.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the Rams are also dying because it's only pikemen. Again, man, that's a lot of expensive Rams. Now they are siege Rams. Still, they need onagers from Nili on that side, otherwise it's going to be very hard. Like, Chinese have a better chance of holding versus this one.
But look at Jordan, that he has supremacy. No, those Spanish villains are not so powerful yet. Come on, Jordan, what are you doing, man? But honestly, it's surprising how ACCM is sending only the Rams. But man, even with only the Rams, he's gonna make damage. Look, the Halberdiers are now there. And remember, Kel's Rams with... That he has the Furo Celtica? I think he doesn't have the Furo Celtica.
He
but
does.
on the left, yeah, he does?
Yeah, it's 378 for the Ram HP, so it should be for
Okay.
Celtica. But that's quite a lot of Rams going down here for ACCM. Jordan's king is out in the open on the right side, so he's gotta be careful about that.
Yeah, he's not in the castle. He's not doing so much damage, Red. Nili's going with the Onagers. He has the Onagers here. You know what he could help a lot? Few with Raiders, but he's not doing. Now they are playing a little bit stubborn, if you ask me. And the micro need to be crucial here. It's crucial for Saymyname. Oh, the Onagers! The Chukunus in front. You have to be careful, amigo. Okay, let's see the bada-booms.
Yeah, you have to. And I have to say that Jordan is doing a better job defending against this one than Saymyname is, because Jordan is not losing a lot of ground. I mean, Vulture's fighting is not great, but if you compare it to Saymyname is losing a lot of space, and Saymyname's king is in the castle, so he also has to be careful.
Yeah, but he has to be careful as well now. Nili, he's coming with Onagers, the Chinese, and he's starting to lose the Onagers. If he's losing those traps, and now Nili, this is the problem with the siege civilizations. Nili is now focusing in both sides. He's coming with the Onagers. The Onagers are coming now and gonna take the Trebuchet. If he's not gonna make that castle up, it's gonna be a big problem for Vietnam. He needs that castle.
And that castle might not actually go up there. Other side, Nili is losing some of his onagers, but he's trapping down another castle, and it's only going to be one castle in the base of Saymyname, but Nili loses one of the onagers here.
Nili's losing all Lidakor. Look at now, he's gonna lose everything. All the halves, all the Ones, everything. Why? Because he focused a little bit on the right, and now they are on Jordan's economy. So Nili lost all the advantage here he got.
Yeah, absolutely. No more onagers is a big problem. He's trying to tech into SO, but he ran out of onagers. Jordan has some conks in the trade of ACCM and Saymyname, by the way, which helps a little bit.
But check Lidakor. Jordan Village numbers.
Yeah, it's looking very rough. I mean, it's no supremacy villagers. I didn't see that, and this castle now goes down. He's trying his best to hold with Nili's SOs, but as I said, it's all about who dies faster, Jordan or Saymyname. And the answer so far is Jordan.
Yeah, because if we think about the Chinese civilization, what economy Saymyname now need for what he's doing? Few wood, and that's it. He don't even need farms, you know, and he still have 123 villages, now elite Chukunus. The Chukunus are amazing against the siege, so this game is looking now very, very strong, very good for Vietnam.
Yeah, and it would be a 2-0 lead for Vietnam if they actually secure this win, because now Jordan is falling apart in eco, and overall eco is way better for Vietnam. They have trade going on. Nili will probably lose a castle on the left side here as well, which means that Saymyname is now winning the left and ACCM is winning the right.
Yeah, both. I mean, I'm checking the distribution for Jordan. Jordan has 0 food, 0 gold, 17 farmers. 17 farmers with the Spanish is nothing. Is definitely nothing. And his population, 85 is 30, so overall is around 100 pop. And Nili now is with only 25 army. That is basically few honors and few halves. And here, what Saymyname only need is to hold the position. He don't even need to take the risk right now because ACCM should destroy on the right.
Absolutely, and really, I think the difference between the two teams is Chinese. Chinese having the chance to stop rams with Chukanus versus a Civ that doesn't have the chance to stop siege rams and hubs.
Well, I'm not sure because Jordan, for example, could have done the chemistry right away. You know, the bombard cannons also are faster. I don't know, from Spanish. I think going only conks against the Celts is a mistake. Even pure halves as well, or champions even. The problem is that Jordan never got a huge economy.
Indeed, and look at that castle now for ACCM. Jordan's king is on the run, so he's gotta be careful not to lose those, but I don't think it's gonna go down to kings. It's gonna go down to just getting steamrolled by Hub and Siege. Even though there is quite a lot of onagers now for Nili that are helping, but they're losing so much ground.
Losing a lot, and the most important is not only the ground, is that Jordan is not even rebuilding. If you check, he's dropping more and more. He is under 100 population now, 70, now 80 village, 16 army, going with the Rams. The problem is that the Celt siege never die. I mean, it's so strong.
It's very hard. Now, Nili is getting siege onagers in here, which could help stall this one out, but Nili needs to do a lot of damage on the left side. He's on the move once again, and this might not be completely over, but Nili needs to do a lot of damage here.
Well, the problem is that when Jordan loses those 2 castles, what else they have on the right?
Nothing. Nothing, and I think Jordan's king is now running towards, it's inside Nili's castle, so he's going to save it. Siege Ram's also doing a good job against the onagers.
Look at this, look at this. The push is real. The amount of army is just insane. 120 army combined for 50 only, and now Nili is losing everything on the left, Lidakor. Or almost everything with the last shot. Ooh, that siege onagers can help, but the trebuchet, and on the right, Jordan is pretty much bye-bye. Now going for the standard infantry. This is what he probably needed in the early game. The champions.
Yeah, indeed. It is too late now, most likely, because it is Stronghold for ACCM, an upgrade that you don't see very, very frequently.
Well, I mean, he's now in a position to do all the upgrades he wants. He's 200 population, he's with 130 villages, and he's just spamming halves and siege rams. See, that is very cheap units, and, well, infantry for Jordan. He's probably getting a sling a little bit by Nili, but there is another castle on his face, so there's not gonna be trade anymore. And the biggest problem is that Nili is not pushing. Because if Nili was pushing on the left, you could say, okay, maybe, but this is over, Lidakor, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is looking extremely rough. The Conquistadors from Jordan are still denying the trade from Saymyname and ACCM, so neither of the teams have trade, but I mean, Jordan is forced to do a mass migration. It's 55 villagers only.
Yeah, 55 is 34. Well, they are just waiting. Those villages still not even supremacy. Is GG, man. Well, we have to remember to the viewers that they were in a top position in this tournament before Gamer Legend C, and they came back from the hell, like I like to say. So it doesn't mean that now the series are going to go for a 3-0, because we have seen this before, Lidakor.
Yeah, absolutely. They were down 2 games versus ACCM and Saymyname in the first round as well, and then they actually won 2 in a row. But they don't have team islands this time. Jordan is now having swordsman, but there is Chukonus to shoot those, so it isn't going to be enough.
And a little with Raid is also on the way, so I think honestly they want to go for a snipe for a snipe king, man. If they are not resigning, it's because they are trying to find a king, and imagine if that happened. It wouldn't be the first time that Nili is doing this. So I remember in a tournament, I remember in a tournament 1v1, I think it was the ECL and or some qualification. I'm not sure. And he took in a Mayans versus Gods, and he was losing, and then he killed the king to Jivaton, I think it was. That was crazy. So imagine that happen again, and they are coming because the king is in that castle. Oh boy.
The king is in that castle indeed, although the king is running fast and you don't have anything that can catch it, but yeah, that's their only final hope. Even if Saymyname loses the king, I mean, Jordan is just as dead. Jordan is 26 top. Yeah. So this would just be a big 1v1 if that's the case, but the traps go down and the castle stays up.
Oh, I was down for a 1v1, man. Now they call the GG leader. I was down for a 1v1, Nili versus ACCM with both with the siege, and well, GG, man.
GG's indeed. And ACCM and Saymyname just looking so strong right now. Like, it's not really GL playing this bad, it's ACCM and Saymyname playing a really good game here.
Yeah, but if you check the statistics, you know, you feel like the Kongs were not worthy. I mean, it's impressive how ACCM managed to be in a 27-minute Imperial Age, but with a huge economy, Lidakor.
Yeah, absolutely. ACCM and Saymyname had a very, very good eco overall. And really, the imp timing is, as you said, Nili had 23 minutes, but he didn't have army. Saymyname was 25 minutes, but he had a lot of Chukunu. And ACCM was 27, and he was ready to spam Halberdier and Siege Ram.
Yeah, they played just better, man. Just much better, and took the game. And this is 2-0. I'm going for the game number 3. Whoa.
Yeah, it is. Look, all right. Welcome to Eruption. We're going to have warm colors for ACCM and Saymyname. Saymyname playing Incas in yellow, and Magyars for ACCM in red, versus Nili's Indians in green and Berbers for Jordan in blue. Interesting civilization combination from Nili and Jordan. What do they have on their mind here?
Well, I mean, I was about to say that when I saw Berbers, I love Berbers' choice here, but I'm not sure, man. Are they going to go both cavalry? Because archers doesn't make sense to me too much with Indians, or they can go cav archers with Indians and also Berbers. Because in this map, for example, you can have something prepared, but then Incas and Magyars, dangerous combination.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can use either Indians or Berbers as an archer if the problem is that you start making crossbows, but at some point you have to transition to either cav archer if you're Indians or camel archer if you're Berbers. I would think that Berbers will be their cavalry civ, and Indians will most likely be their archer civ here, but I actually like the Magyars and Incas better.
Well, if they're going to play a standard, for sure. Also, the transition is going to be awkward. The Incas will have Arbalest, while they don't have Arbalest. I mean, if they can go for a long game, if they go standard, they have no chance in that situation. For that reason, I think here they are going to do something different. Or they should do something different. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the tricky thing when it comes to transition, and I think we have seen this, maybe it was Nili and Jordan in the previous round, I don't remember. One of the teams in the previous round used Turks on this map and went for like crossbows, and then transitioned to cav archers. The tricky thing is when you transition, because if you transition too late, you will have a bunch of crossbows that you can't upgrade to arbs, but if you transition too early, you won't really have the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can debate, but we're gonna see it soon. I feel that Nili is gonna go fast castle. Like, what to do in early feudal age? Like, I will go, if I was Nili, I will go for Drash into fast castle.
That could work, although Nili's gold mine is very concerning for Drosh FC. Like, he's got a very much forward gold, and his other gold is even worse. So, this is a dangerous Drush FC for Nili if he's going for it with such codes.
But I think he's gonna do it. Why? He's not doing yet the mill. He's doing second house here, and he has 4 villages on wood. He can make the barrack in that area, and even if he's forward, the map is big. He's gonna be far from coming damage, and he's gonna make the barrack probably after that house, and then he will wall everything. He's going for fast castle. Maybe it's even directly fast castle. Or not? Well, he's doing the mill, so... I mean, India has a great economy, so why not? But fast castle directly is dangerous if your teammate is not wall as well.
Absolutely. Like, it's always the tricky scenario. If you don't go for fast cast and your opponent goes FC, you will just get overrun by better units. But if you go for a fast cast and your opponent goes aggressive, you could be in trouble.
Oh, Villiers down for Nili, if he's not paying attention. Yeah, the Villiers that he was walling is going to go down, I think. There you go.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
I think at that time it's actually very, very good for...
Villiers down. He
Yeah,
lost a lot
indeed.
of HP with that scout, but it's worth it. He lost a Villiers. So.
Yeah, like, it's not like that scout is really needed, especially on a map that, as you said, could be a fast castle map. So, yeah, I think ACCM is happy to trade 30 HP to a villager at this stage of the game.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that it's clearly fast castle approach because with 2 farmers already and walling and keep walling, what else he can do? He cannot go archers now with 2 farmers. He's not gonna go early barrack or anything. And then Jordan is going for a completely different approach. 21 population up.
Absolutely. So he's gonna go for what is, I think, could be scouts, but it is more like a boom into feudal age or a boom into castle age. And that could work nicely because you have a stronger eco than just going for a fast castle here. So I can see the idea behind that one. ACCM and Saymyname trying to kill Nili's scout here. Nili might be able to finish off the opponent's scout. That's a nice move from him.
Yeah, they did it, but now his scout is almost bye-bye. But honestly, how to make this kind of a strategy is like too greedy. Imagine Elite Core that Incas was coming with forward villages and towers. I mean, he's not doing that. But if he was doing that, what? Like, he's crazy, you know? Like, they are going too greedy, both Gamer Legion, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Look, no barrack, no anything for Jordan. What the hell? Don't get it.
It is interesting. Like, chat is saying that there was no board for Jordan. That would be awkward.
He got limit?
I don't think so because...
Nah,
I don't think so because ACCM Scout was full HP and so is Saymyname Scout. Jordan, I think he killed the board with the TC, and that is what chat is saying as well. So
That's
that
possible,
obviously explains why his food eco is so bad. And when you don't have any deer to push, or well, you have to push from so far out, obviously killing a board with the TC means that you don't have the ability to go up into Castle Age.
Well, that's explained a lot, yes. But now you are really... I mean, he's still open completely. And he didn't really explore. I'm checking his point of view. Well, he explored a long time ago, and, well, his opponent is going for fast castle directly. Now Nili is going up with 27 villages, so everyone, Lidakor is going fast castle. And in fast castle approach here, when Jordan is so far behind, Vietnam is with the advantage again.
Yeah, it's tricky because Jordan is going to be slower to Castle Age, but he's going to have a very, very good eco. He already has Bidax, he has Horse Color for his farms, whereas ACCM has a lot of farms with no Horse Color. He's Magyar, so he doesn't get any persistent eco bonus either. Obviously, the extra iron casting at the beginning of Castle Age will help a lot, but I think it's about surviving the first few nights for Jordan, because after that, he will be able to have a better eco and just flood knights himself.
Yep, but he will need a while. Like, of course he will have a good eco, he has already good amount of farms, but he still have to build all the military buildings. He's doing the mining camp, but now he need a barrack, he need a stable, he need a blacksmith. That's quite a lot of resources because he has to invest a lot in the farming. So, it's a long way to go, Mr. Lidakor.
Absolutely. So I wouldn't expect him to go up in the next 1 or so minutes. But on the other hand, here's the blacksmith coming in, and if he gets up to Castle Age, I think he's gonna have an advantage over Magyars, but he needs to get up to Castle Age first.
Yeah. Okay. While yellow is, well, he's on the way to Castle Age. Saymyname finally, also that he's known as yellow, finally with the yellow color. Was joking with him for so many years because he is known as yellow and he never was using in tournaments that color. And he was telling always Lidakor, I'm doing on purpose, man. I'm doing on purpose to troll everyone. And I was, come on, man, come on. Anyway, that's of course anecdotic. And now double archery range on the way to Castle Age, while Jordan Lidakor is on the way to nothing.
Absolutely. I think the bigger problem for Jordan is that he's like super open. So if he was fully void, I would say, okay, he's gonna be later to Castle Age, but it's not like his eco is gonna be that bad. Although, look at it. When he finishes that stable, he will click up, so he's gonna be like a minute or so behind. If he was void, I would say he's safe. Being this open, it could be troublesome against Magyar Knights.
Yeah, and he's double stable. There is also a problem. He got double archery range. He's now trying to wall. Of course, his economy is very smooth. He's up 33 villages. Is great, but this timing, if they get there, is a big problem. Of course, if he hold, like you say, he can make comments. But man, Indias is going archers. Like, they need to dominate in Castle Age. Otherwise, what they can do in later game? It's so awkward.
Yeah, it feels awkward. It's more like the easy transition for Saymyname. All Saymyname has to do is just make sure he doesn't lose his crossbows and he's gonna have Arbalest. Whereas for Nili, he's gonna have to transition to Cav Archers. And on many maps, the mobility advantage could be big. But in this map, you don't need mobility for the Cav Archers. You need like one big blob of crossbows.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna go 1 TC. And that tower, explain also. I mean, I like that he's doing the tower, yes, but it's also a big gamble. Because right now, if he's getting around with the archers, the goal is safe, but then what happened with the wood? And he's still open. What I don't understand is why he's still fully open, and the knights from red will come. And those knights, as you said, with +2 attack and +1 armor, he can clean also Nili's archers easily, if you ask me.
Yeah, it looks like Nili knows that, and he's going to send his crossbows that way as well. Jordan is almost up, and at least he can spam knights because he's Berbers, but the upgrades will be way better for ACCM. It's +2, +1 versus +2 defense soon coming in for Admiral Jordan.
And without bloodlines, because he got bloodlines as well, ACCM, you know. He got bloodlines, but the timing, I mean, they didn't do any damage. He has here with the crossbows. This is a good battle here for Nili. He got a good amount of crossbows, and honestly, they are fall apart now, both Vietnam players, and this is the chance here for the comeback from Gamer Legend.
Absolutely, and Berbers are a very scary civilization on this map, because the cheap knights help you just overrun the opponent very, very easily. We have seen that a lot in 2v2 World Cup, I believe.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Of course, the timing is important here, and that means that even if this cheap, the numbers are much better still for ACCM. Good thing here, Nili is going heavily on archers, and as heavy as he's doing already ballistic, because they really know that they need to have a huge Castle Age battle. Otherwise, big problems in the later game.
Absolutely. We'll see who gets the first town center down, because this is usually where it comes down to, who is able to drop a TC early on. It's probably not Jordan because he doesn't have the stone for it, so it has to be Nili at some time, especially because he's running out of his safe gold.
Yeah, look at now. Even the +2 armor for ACCM. So those knights fully upgraded. +2, and bloodlines. While no attack, obviously, for Berbers, and no bloodlines even. So if they take this battle, this would be a huge advantage for Vietnam, seriously.
Indeed, and we also have to consider that Nili is just getting bows over, as that's already there for Saymyname, and Saymyname also has Horse Color, so his eco is slightly better than Nili's eco. Here in this one, it's still just 9 knights versus 10 bloodlines now in for Jordan. And
Yeah.
Nili, it looks like he's going to go for a third range. This might be the time he thinks about the Cav Archer transition.
I don't know. I mean, Saymyname still have 3 archery ranges as well, and he did already ballistic. So both teams are going exactly the same. Now with more army for Gamer Legion, but better upgrades for Vietnam. So the next couple of minutes, now he's doing the Bloodlines Jordan, so it's gonna get a little bit closer in that regard. The next couple of minutes, well, this battle can be the game for one or the other. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly. There is ballistics for both archer players, but there's also +1 defense for Nili, which helps a lot.
They're dancing. They use the knives like a shield all the time. But those archers are working better for who? I'm checking the numbers for both players and both teams. Sorry, and it's almost the same. The knives is still fully upgraded, but now Red got a lot of knives really low HP. So I don't know if they should take the battle here. And the problem with Berbers here is also that you cannot use counters when there's so many archers. So it's nice versus nice, and they are taking the battle. And this battle is gonna be for who? I think for Gamer Legion.
It is. Jordan waited until he gets +1 defense, and now the crossbows for Saymyname could go down, and fast stumbling for Nili could help quite a lot as well.
Yeah, I need to go back. Look at those knights, how they lost so many knights. And now big problems here. And Nili and Jordan are taking a really good battle. Those knights are really low HP now. Has to be careful, Jordan. I think he shouldn't take the battle. He should wait a little bit to green, because you can see how those knights are going down.
Yeah, he shouldn't lose those knights. That's a mistake there, though. -2, and he's going to lose 4 knights for nothing. That shouldn't have happened. Maybe even 5.
It's bad, it's bad. Look at the numbers now. Look at the numbers now. And now Nili also getting a battle with the downhill. Come on. They throw a little bit their advantage. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I feel like they went a little too greedy there, because they had the numbers advantage, but they kind of throw away the meat shield in front of those crossbows. It's not that bad for them, but they overcommitted there a little bit.
I think they got excited. Is this kind of moment like you think, oh man, we're getting this, let's go. And then you got extra motivated, want to kill everything, and then, well, it didn't result like the best battle. Still, 3 stables for both players, okay. And Billy's numbers, more or less the same. Nili fall a little bit behind with the economy. He has to control that a little bit better, and military numbers now is incredible. Better for Vietnam again. What the hell?
But Nili is going to be on 4-5 ranges even, and he's the only player with 2 TCs, so Nili can catch up in terms of economy eventually. Still, the upgrades are better for ACCM's cavalry, and now there is +1 defense as well. For Saymyname, I think the bigger problem for GL is that they still haven't gotten a TC in the middle, whereas now ACCM and Saymyname will start building TCs.
Yeah, and it's much more important in this map to get TCs in the middle. Anyway, let's see the battle again. Again, Vietnam Legend with more army. How this can happen, I don't know. I really don't know. Village numbers almost the same. Military is similar, but now more knights from Red. But this battle, how it's gonna be? It's gonna be a good battle. I don't know what you think, but ACCM is not fighting really great with the knights. He's losing them without killing anything.
This is tricky, because now the knight numbers is better for ACCM and the qualities, but there is stumbling for Nili, and that's a big advantage.
Yeah, that's why he's losing a lot of knights. You can see how the numbers went down almost the same, but now there is no knights for Jordan again, and now Nili need to go back. This is a big problem. Billy's numbers now better for Gamer Legion, but military numbers is still a little bit better. Those Thambri archers are doing the job, but it's not enough, Leilako.
Is it not enough? Jordan is using 1 knight to juke the arrows, and this was a good fight for GL, I think, at the end. The bigger problem is that they don't have the middle, and they need to get to the middle very soon. Nili is getting +2 defense just now. Still full-on crossbows. Kinda starts becoming like a Castle Age all-in here for them, because it doesn't seem like Nili is transitioning to Cav Archers anytime soon. And now Nili is out of gold, so I think that they could definitely consider trying to send villagers to stone and drop a castle on this ridge, because they need to secure some foothold before they lose the entire ridge.
Yeah, but how? I mean, the point is that Jordan now has six knights, 6 army. 37 army. Arches is the same for both, for yellow and green. While red and blue, there's more Machiar's Knights. Not so much. I still think that Jordan is using a little bit better the Knights. Look at the Knights from red. He's losing for nothing, but they are using the Knights like a shield. So the key here is the Arches, Mr. Lidakor.
Absolutely. And the Archer numbers are not better for Saymyname. It's 34 versus only 26 and +2 defense now coming in for a yellow player.
And I think yellow is without Thambrin and they are still dominating. 45 army, 30 army. They are taking now a big battle here. No army from red anymore, but the archers are used so solid. There is a monk also from ACCM healing those. Now he's going back. Yellow is doing a brutal game in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And like being able to take good engagements when you don't have Tumbling and your opponent does is just very, very good overall. This is the moment when Nili actually starts to go for a TC in the middle, but I think this might be too late now.
I don't know if it's too late, but remember that Incas doesn't need so much stone to make a castle in the middle. Remember that these cheaper castles as well, but this is not a good battle for Gamer Legion. He's focusing Nili a lot on the TC, and now he's not microing that well anymore, and those archers are going down. He's losing a lot, more and more army now from Vietnam, and if he's losing this battle and not letting even that TC up, I think the TC might be up, but they are killing a lot.
Exactly. I think that if this TC doesn't go up, Gamer Legion is a very, very tough spot. It might go up because it looks like Nili is focusing on the crossbows. They're trying to stop the TC, but this is going to be a close one.
It is a close one, but little by little he's having more army. Yellow is just playing amazing. Look at the Knights like a shield all the time. He's taking out villages for Nili. Nili 64 villages, but Yellow 63 villages, man. 63, and the TC is a downtown center, Lidakor.
It is, and as I said, I think that TC just came in a little too late because now they didn't have the army to protect it, and this is looking extremely bad for Gamer Legion now, because it is 44 army versus 22, and no gold control in the middle for GL.
Yeah, it's incredible, man, because it was looking at some point really nice, but for me, Yellow played with the arches an insane game, seriously. I mean, at some point he was lonely, Lidakor, and he still got the battles, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it is extremely hard for GL. The problem here for them is that they're unable to secure the hill anymore. And Jordan is back to 13 knights, but there is enough knights for ACCM to just keep away Jordan's knights from the crossbows. Although,
well,
this could be a good fight for GL. If they sandwich those crossbows with the hill advantage.
Nah, but Yellow has a lot more. Look, he's coming with a second group of archers from behind. Look at this. If he sent all the archers, he's just insane amount of army. He's 40 archers alone. He has more army than GL together. That's sick.
Yeah, but that's quite a lot of cavalry now for Admiral Jordan, and there isn't really enough cavalry from our red player, and at least Nili is gonna get that TC up, because now it goes up.
Yeah, but look at the village number now. Now Yellow has a lot more knights. He's doing even another TC. They have 2 town centers in the middle. It's, well, they're still fighting a lot because they are warriors, but the numbers are used now really better for Vietnam. But still, I don't know. A comeback can happen if they have a good battle because, like you said, well, no, Jordan has similar knights than
Jordan
ACCM.
has stone for a castle. That's their way back. They need a castle in the middle to force off ACCM and Saymyname from gold. ACCM and Saymyname are probably thinking about the same, but Jordan has to get a good castle in.
Yeah, but
that's not a good castle spot. That's not a good castle spot.
Well, he's not terrible, but he can't go farther, Lidakor. Oh my goodness! Sorry, but what is that castle? I think he listened my scream and he deleted. Oh, where he's going now? No, I want to cry, Lidakor. What is that castle?
I think that's actually one of the better castles that he can make, because... But yeah, like you can see that Jordan is struggling to get a good castle spot for himself.
Because they don't have army. I mean, oh my god, even more back now. Well, Yellow has 60 military. 60 military. 60 military. Did I say 60? Yeah, well, 60. And that's a lot, man. It's crazy amount of archers. It's insane.
Yeah, you need a big mangonel shot here if you're Nili. And we shouldn't overlook the fact, as I said, that Nili will have to switch to Cav Archers at some point, but here comes the Mangonel.
Oh, and Mangonel also on Jordan Villages. He didn't notice Say My Name. The score from Saymyname is just exploding. It's true that the ACCM seems to be really behind. He has 59 villages only, but the castle is up. Problem that they are not close to go up to Imperial anytime soon.
No one is actually close to going up to Imperial, but honestly, no one in Imperial helps GL here. Because I think if there is anyone that could go up to Imp, that would be either ACCM or Saymyname, probably Saymyname.
Yeah,
but
Saymyname looks better.
Another castle coming in though from ACCM.
Ooh. Okay, and that castle just get them all the map, because with that castle there, then GL can take 0 gold pretty much.
Absolutely. Nili is at 4 crossbows. Saymyname has 71 crossbows, man.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I think they give up. They are calling the GG 3-0 for Vietnam Legends. Hey, come on, Lidacor. I thought they were favored, but 3-0? What the hell? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think ACCM and Saymyname played their best game out there. So, like,
literally,
all games they were very, very sharp. They made very, very few mistakes if you think about that. Like the Regicide Fortress game just having a so good boom, as you said in this game. Saymyname holding on with the crossbows against Thumbring, and overall they just played 100%. And if they play 100%, they should be the stronger team on paper.
Yeah, we have to remind to the viewers, right, to the viewers in your channel and in my channel as well, that Vietnam has been always top 4 team in pretty much every tournament from so many years ago, with Bhakti as well, but Saymyname and ACCM were the other 2 players, so they should be one of the strongest team in the tournament.
Absolutely. I talked with Zupi before this set about this upcoming set with Vietnam, and he said what he's really trusting in is ACCM. Like, ACCM improved a lot in recent time, but I think this set it was also Saymyname. Saymyname played very, very good.
Lidacor, Saymyname for me was MVP in the Regicide Fortress, and in this game, total domination. Saymyname has played in a really good level in this series.
Absolutely.
Really, really wow.
And they are looking strong. They will go into the quarterfinals. And
versus who, Mr. Lidacor? They are going to play.
I'll have to check. I don't remember that.
What? Lidacor? You are the host, man. You need to remember, man. you have to remember, amigo. You have to remember. Well, 3-0, man. Total domination by Vietnam.
Absolutely. But I think this will just make it even more